Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. Welcome to the official TBR of the August Equinox for Orilium, our second ever semester at Orilium. We're exploring the academy, we're visiting our library. I am so incredibly excited for this. Real talk and spoiler alert, I have entirely, utterly failed my TV avatar for July. I should have known how much work this will be, but I once again did not. A dumb bitch. I have read a total of, well, I haven't even finished that yet, but I will finish that one. A total of one book. So I was telling my Patreons that this will either be extremely good for me for August because I will have all of this pent-up energy from not reading to put into reading, which I think I'm feeling, or it can backfire and put me in a slump, but hopefully it's the first one. For my actual TBR, I was able to pick 5, I think, out of 7 prompts, and I wanted to do 2 of them with you guys here. Because I have the color wheel pick, and I also need to steal someone else's book from someone else's TBR. So, then I've also gone through the quest that we got for this semester from the adventure board, and I looked through Davanthia's eyes to see which adventure she would realistically want to be involved in. I've prepared the reads for that. So instead of actually going and looking at some extra classes that we normally do, I think I'm gonna focus on the classes I actually need to pass as the Rift Architect and continue my journey into different levels. Then if I do have any extra time, I'm just gonna spend that questing and adventuring. Maybe I'll take a little risk and actually read that instead of my classes. Dvanthia is not the most focused character, nor does she make the best informed decisions, so it wouldn't be out of character, which is great because low-key when you create a character like that, it's okay if you fuck up and then you fail because it kind of makes sense, you know? But let's go through the ones that I actually need. So we have Conjuration, and I need to achieve qualified in that. So, first we have a book with necromancy themes, and for that I have picked Cemetery Boys. So this sounds like a very fun premise of a trans boy whose family is actually struggling to accept his identity, and then he goes on to go on a mission and prove himself a real man, and wants to summon a ghost of his cousin. However, the ghost that is summoned, hence the necromancy themes, is actually someone completely different, and this is where our love story kicks in. I am very excited to read this. I have heard good things and then some not great things, more so to do with the writing style. So I'm a little bit cautious, but I'm optimistic. And I think it could be a really fun read, especially to lead us into autumn. Because I am aware it's still summer, okay? We are pretending that the summer is over. I am wearing a sweater. It is official. It is autumn. For the Bones prompt, which will give me the qualified in Conjuration, I'm actually going to once again put this. This is a permanent resident in my TBR at this point, as I know some of you will know. But that's okay, because now it is, mandatory. I am not about to, fuck this up unless I do. This is about a woman who goes through a rough patch and wants to go back and kind of recenter and gets to help her. I think it was uncle who runs this very weird curiosities museum. And in that museum, she kind of finds an entry point to a very weird dimension that definitely also has necromancy vibes, and I have gone to here. I will restart it because it's been a very long time. I might be able to skim it a little bit, so it's also good. I did enjoy it. I just couldn't finish it, and I want to. And if I do have to DNF, my guilt tier perk is the DNFs count. So actually, this is a perfect kind of combination that if I do need a DNF, and if it's this, then I can still count it, and then we can fully res the case, and I'll just know that this was just not for me. But I really want to try and make it work, because I did enjoy the concept. Spells and incantations, O and Q, are the ones that I have to do something extra for, and I'm gonna leave it till the very end. So we're gonna move to the undistinguished for spells and incantations, which is Tongue Tie, annotate this book. And I am absolutely going to read and try to annotate, although I'm slightly worried about this one for annotation reasons. But this is the only place that I could actually fit it in for my main prompts. Unless I get blue, and then I might maybe like reshuffle this a little bit. We'll see. I'm worried about annotating. It would work because it's our Mooney book club read as well, so it's good to take notes, but I'm worried because it's so fast-paced, and normally like I'm so into his books that I don't want to stop and take notes, so this could possibly be an issue. I am so bloody excited for this book, you guys. I'm so excited. Very looking forward to it. Not glancing at the synopsis, do not ask me what this is about. Presumably some sort of multiverse shenanigans. Mwah. Excited. It'll be yummy. Okay, next we have Inscription and we have Charaglyph Recollection, which will be great because my memory sucks. A childhood favorite, and I think it's also not gonna come as a surprise that I am going to try and read Witch. This is actually like a collection, it's a tome, so I don't know if it would have been smarter to just get an issue, but here we are. This is like, I don't even know how many issues actually. Many. But I'm so excited. I used to live and breathe these comics. I actually didn't watch the TV show. I know there was one. I don't think we had it. Like it wasn't a thing I could watch, but regardless, I was so excited. This was a little bit of sprinkle of magic in my young self's life. I am slightly terrified that I'll read it through, you know, a modern lens and will realize how bad it is, which happens obviously a lot when we read childhood favorites because times change. So let's just pray that it's still wholesome and beautiful like it was. I'm also really excited to see which one is going to be my favorite. For reference, Cornelia used to be. I wonder if it was because of the hair. Really excited to see which one I kind of resonate with more. I have a feeling it could be Irma. Our main character, Will, from the beginning, moves to a different town because her mother keeps moving, and it's also, you know, there's a lot of angst and a lot of unhappiness about things. And she has to find new friends, and it just so happens that they all discover they have secret powers, and then they come to that magic and they bond, and there's life and there's teenage drama, secret plots, and oh, I'm so excited. Okay. For Q for Inscription, which is graphic novel, comic, or manga, I'm going to actually go for I Hear the Sunspot Volume 2, Issue 2, not issue. This is confusing. I never really understood this series order because I've read the first one and then I also read Theory of Happiness. Love them both. This is one of my favorite mangas that I kind of accidentally forgot about. But I do know there's more out now and I'm really excited to see where this goes. This is following two university students and they meet because one of them puts up a flyer saying that they need someone to take notes because they are hard of hearing, but they say that they cannot really pay them, and the person who accepts the offer accepts it in exchange for food because they're struggling financially, and it's just so... it's so beautiful. I've ordered that second one. It's supposed to come today and I really hope that it actually is a second one. I thought the Theory of Happiness was the second one, but now I'm thinking it's kind of like just like an extra. So as I said, we have two more things from my required reading. So let's get those sorted. The first one is the color wheel. Okay, I have acquired my phone and can figure out... okay, blue would be ideal. Oh? Okay, not quite, but I have my whole book still here, don't judge. If there's anything here... I actually do have some options here, so we'll just go with some of these. I have the Zodiac Academy, which is primarily pink for sure, but because I have Witch already, that might be a bit of an overkill for like the same kind of vibe. I do have the Wash Diaries that is like pink, purple, but like still pink. And I do have it down for one of the quests, so I think that's fine. I could stand up and go and check my shelves, but I'm tired. It's been a long week. I could really use a little bit more fantasy in my TBR. So I'm gonna add the future collections, which again is also like mixed with purple, but there's definitely pink, okay? It's like an even split between blue, purple, and pink. So we're gonna count it. If I find something else throughout the month, I might swap this one, but I think it would be fun. It's like a collection of short stories, and they're all sci-fi, and I had such great sci-fi and like time travel and AI prompts for this readathon, and I don't need any of them, and I'm bitter at myself for sabotaging my own reading. You'll know that I do my prompts before I even actually check what I have, which does add like a layer of fun because I'll never know what I'm kind of up to, but at the same time, this stuff happens, so to compensate for that, I think I am going to put this in here. There's like one story about like a lot of time passing in a hospital, another one, memories can be bought and sold as highly addictive drugs. The other one is like a meet cute and time travel, malfunctioning teleporter, the Turing test one. Just seems like a good fun. And then the next one is for stealing a book from a TBR. So I'm gonna go onto my Patreon Discord and see who's posted there, like a graphic that I'll just scroll and see until the picture pops up. I found Ellen's, and this is how it's looking. And I definitely see some that I do have and some that I have read. I think that's Memory Police. Wait, there's a new Becky Chambers, A Prayer for the Crown Shy. Wait, is this a sequel to the other one? I don't know if I want to read that. Good options. I see Day Tripper. Pumped already. The Maidens. That one's not good. Good luck. Yeah, we have Vicious, which I have read. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, which I also have read. Would recommend for a readathon. Great because it's also short, but it's also very just like wholesome. I'm either gonna go for the Memory Police or No One Is Talking About This. I'm gonna put No One Is Talking About This because to break it up. Thank you, Ellen. Okay, well that then solidifies what my priority things are, and then let's go through a couple of quests. So the first one is the Patreon exclusive one. Patreons do get a couple of exclusive quests because they are extremely helpful in me creating the readathon, having the means to actually do things like the ASMR room, so it just makes sense. And we have this cat thing going on. It's quite funny, organized feline crime, and for that one, the prompt was a 3-word title, and that is where this comes in. This is like a slice of life comic about a friendship group, I think, and I'm really excited about it. These are all optional, obviously, if I go through the other pile, which is a substantial pile considering I've only read one book in July. Let's just all keep that in mind with the expectations. Also take 4 of the other quests that I have provided for everyone. They're in the G Drive. I will also link the announcement video, I didn't even say. So I'm gonna take the Amphibian Wranglers one, B or another letter in the title, sorry, the author's name, and I am going for Delilah Green Doesn't Care because Blake is the last name of the author, so that makes sense. And this one is about a woman who goes back to her, like the town that she grew up in, and meets a woman that she thinks would be like completely incompatible, and she's like super bitter about being there. And it all turns into a beautiful romance. Then we have the Discreet Help Needed as well, for which there is shrubbery on the cover, and I'm going with the Road Trip. This one's really heavy on kind of like romance or contemporary, which is interesting twist. So I don't know if I'll find another shrubbery one if I will not be in the mood for romance, because I don't know how much I can handle. But I also don't anticipate like going through all of these either way, so it's fine, we have options. And this is about a road trip. Your friend group is kind of like going to a wedding and you are stuck with your ex. Second chance romance, which I know is not for everyone, but I actually don't think I've ever read one, so it'll be interesting to see how I feel about it. Then we have the Lord of the Rings Piss Take quest, which I wonder if you guys caught. Probably. To read a book with an adaptation. I'm pretty sure this does have an adaptation, and this is probably not going to be super high on my list, not because I don't want to read it, I actually really do, but I think this would just take me quite a long time to read, and it's Rebecca, which is like kind of a domestic thriller gothic vibes, and it's a classic. And the last one would be for the walking of the animals, and it has multiple animals on the cover, which is a Raybearer, which is an addition for a bit more fantasy in this TBR, because again, we're really lacking in that. I'm not actually sure what this is. Every time I read the synopsis, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it just doesn't want to give a lot away, which is good. I love this cover so much, and I know it's very beloved on my Patreon as well, so I keep hearing great things about it. But yeah, that is my plan. That is the TBR. I really am so excited for it. There's a lot of fun and various things. I don't think I will be bored, and I have lots to pick from. I'm very excited to see what yours are. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to go into a magical place with you. I think that's it. Happy planning, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
There's a lot to see, a lot to do. Recently I've realized I like doing it all with you. Take my